Hello guys, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video on my channel. Now Resident Evil in general had a great year in 2023. We had the animation, we had the Resident Evil 4 remake along with the DLC, 80's campaign. So I think those two things were the best things which came out of 2023. Now we're in 2024 and we don't know we're going to get another Resident Evil title from Capcom this year. We know we're going to get some great games from Capcom, but not so much around Resident Evil franchise. So without wasting any time, let's find out together that what can we expect in 2024 related to Resident Evil. Now before I start the video, I just want to say thank you to you guys. I've finally managed to hit 1k subscribers on my channel. Now if you do end up liking this video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would allow me to make more of these videos for you guys. Now we know that we're gonna have a great year from Capcom. We're gonna get games like Dragon Dogma 2, which is one of the most highly anticipated games people have been waiting for. And according to the previous leak we originally had, which happened to Capcom, there were some games which were scheduled to come out for 2024, including Super Street Fighter 6 or Ultra Street Fighter 6, and even Final Fight remake from Capcom. Now that's all great, and we know these are the great games which is going to come out from Capcom, but we don't know that what we're going to get in terms of Resident Evil franchise. Now we know Capcom is definitely going to do a showcase to confirm that what we're going to get in terms of Resident Evil next title either this year or next year. So here's the Resident Evil related titles we can expect to hear from Capcom this year. Now we all know that how much Capcom loves to do gold editions for their games. It's basically an edition where you see a base game included with all the DLCs which has came out for that game. So for example, we've seen Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition, and even Resident Evil 8 Village had its own gold edition. And same goes for remakes. They've combined them together with the Resident Evil 2 remake and 3 remake and called it as a Raccoon City edition, where you can have two games combined together with the one purchase. So it's a dead giveaway that Resident Evil 4 remake is also going to get the same treatment, because Resident Evil 4 remake had a base game, and then we had Ada's Assignment, which is literally the best DLC we had from the Resident Evil games. It was being rumored last year that we're going to be getting gold edition, so I think they're going to save it for this year, and we're going to get some sort of a gold edition for Resident Evil 4 remake, where we're going to have a combined game with the DLC and the base game and all the DLCs we have seen for this game. And I personally think that this game would be released around about October time, and around Halloween we might be able to see it. It might come out sooner, but I think that's potentially the window where we might be getting this gold edition. Now it's been rumored, and we all know that after the remakes they're going to announce a numbered title, and we're going to get some sort of an announcement on Resident Evil 9, because according to the leaks prior, that Resident Evil 9 is the highest budget title which Capcom has been working on, and has been in development for a long period of time. Now it's been rumored that this game is not going to come out this year because Capcom is focusing more on the other titles like Dragon Dogma 2. So if that's the case, and if this game is going to come out in 2025, this year would be the perfect year to market this game, which has been in development for a long period of time. And Resident Evil is the biggest franchise right now, so I don't think they're going to skip 2023 without announcing the Resident Evil 9. So I think we'll see some sort of a gameplay footage, an announcement trailer, and see some more of footage around the showcase which they're going to show this year. So I would be expecting that Resident Evil 9 would be announced this year with the brand new trailer. Now based on the leaks which happened from Capcom Studio, that we've seen some files being shared with the planned titles which we're going to expect. Now among those titles there was a game called Resident Evil Hank scheduled to be released in 2024. Now we know Capcom loves to give these code names for these titles before they come out, so I think that would have been just a code name, and we could be getting a brand new game which could be in a form of a Revelations coming out for Resident Evil. And yes, we all know that Resident Evil Outrage was supposed to be a Resident Evil Revelation title, which was supposed to come out only exclusively for Nintendo Switch. And I don't think that this was a good idea to release a Resident Evil Revelation title on a handheld device, and I think they should work on and utilize the power of these modern consoles we have and release a proper Revelations title which could tell us a story with what's been going on between Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil 8. And the characters we haven't seen for ages, like Billy and Rebecca Chamber and Moira, these characters can easily slide into Revelation series, which could become a connecting tissue between the two main numbered titles. I really liked Resident Evil Revelation 2. I think that was the first step in the right direction, and to be honest, when the Resident Evil Revelations came out, it was a trend that we were seeing modern Resident Evil titles. They weren't any more survival horror, so they kind of adapt to that sort of style. So that wasn't a fault of the games, but it was just the way the games were moving forward in the Resident Evil franchise. Now we are moving in the more survival horror trend with the more recent Resident Evil titles like Resident Evil 7, and even with the recent remakes we have. So I think Resident Evil Revelation can adapt to that sort of style and could be its own story between the two main games. And lastly, I personally think that Capcom might do some sort of announcement in 2024 for the next Resident Evil remake, because they have been quite successful for the remakes they've been making. Resident Evil 4 Remake was a great game, same goes for Ada's Campaign, and Resident Evil 2 Remake is currently the best selling Resident Evil title in the Resident Evil franchise. So I think they want to do an announcement beforehand to create some sort of hype, and I think 2024 would be a great year again, because we're going to get some great horror games in this year. So I think that they would do some sort of an announcement, and I personally think whether that's a Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, which I think is highly likely possible, or Resident Evil 5 remake, or even Resident Evil 1 remake, whichever the game that would be, I think they would do some sort of announcement in the next Resident Evil showcase or a Capcom showcase to announce it, to create a hype around that game. So what do you guys think that what we're going to expect in 2024 related to Resident Evil franchise? Please do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below in this video. So that's it for the video, guys. I'll catch you again with another video on my channel. Until then, look after yourself. Have a good one.